back to a new vlog. Last video मैंने जब डाला था that I got to buy the book It Starts With Us. I think few of my friends and some of my friends have said, and some of people who follow me, they said that please make a review of It Starts With Us. But I thought I don't want to make a review because I think that's a lot to sit down and talk about. So I think that would be a spoiler alert. So this time I'm making a vlog of It Starts With Us, a reading vlog. So this is, I'm gonna read on the way with you guys and tell you how am I liking the book on the...
तेरी मेरी तेरी एक कहानी है, बातें कुछ अनकही कुछ बतानी है। शाम सवेरे तुझे ढूंढा मैंने, जाने किस किस गली। तेरी मेरी तेरी बातें पुरानी है। आसमां के रंग देख ही रहा हूँ मैं, कभी नहीं।
So I'm done with I think 4 chapters of the book and this is very starting, तो मैं अभी book को judge नहीं कर सकती, but I can only say one thing from now up till now is it is a page turner. I can't put the book down. It's just that I'm very sleepy. I need some good sleep, so I'm putting it down. Otherwise, I think the starting chapters are definitely a page turner, which is gonna force you to read the whole book. But I think that is very common with Colleen, who was all the book. Like I think I've read 2 of her books, and I think every book it was very hard for me to keep the book down. So right now, Ryle, Atlas, and Lily are in a confused state. So I think that it's just the starting of the story. So I don't know. It's just a page turner. We'll update you tomorrow. Till then, good night.
देखो कभी दाएं कभी बाएं, कभी पीछे कभी मेरे आगे। तेरी मेरी तेरी एक कहानी है, बातें कुछ अनकही कुछ बतानी है। शाम सवेरे तुझे ढूंढा मैंने, जाने किस किस गली। तेरी मेरी तेरी बातें पुरानी है। क्या तेरा है यहाँ, जो भी है बस उसको बांट ले।
Hi guys, so I'm done till 70 to 80 pages of the book and right now I think मेरे दिमाग में बस इतनी चीज़ चल रही है that I don't know what the fuck Lily is doing, but I'm in one world I'm like हाँ ठीक है, I think she's doing the right thing for her child, but in other world I'm like bro please, I mean he doesn't deserve that. That's it. This is the only thing which I think that's coming in my mind right now. And okay, so I dressed up like Lily today. So I didn't know. Of course, I don't know how does she dress up. I mean, reading the book. But there's a YouTuber called Alexa Ray. She has done this video on her channel, is like dressing up as main characters of the book. And in that book, she was dressed as Lily and from It Ends With Us. So I thought like why not dress up like Lily. So I didn't have the sweater, but I had this hoodie which was quite similar. I didn't have the dark brown pants, but I had some pants to wear. So I just thought of like, you know, experimenting it and coming to a park and reading it. I know I really like the thing of sitting here and reading. I'm here till I think it's been 1.5 hours or yeah, it's been 1.5 hours and it's so much pleasure till the time this मच्छर, ये जो मच्छर काट रहे हैं ना मुझे, इसके अलावा everything is super cool. But I think अब तो लाइट भी जा रही है, so I think I'm gonna go home and continue reading and we'll update you soon.
जितने भी पल तेरे मेरे संग, खुशी खुशी हंसते हंसते तू काट ले। आने नहीं दूंगा पलकों पे आंसू तेरे मैं कभी, मुझको सताए गर मुझको रुलाए कुछ बोलूंगा नहीं। आने नहीं दूंगा पलकों पे आंसू तेरे मैं कभी।
I'm so sorry about my voice. वो थोड़ा सा ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं बस अभी उठी हूँ, but it's not true. मैंने बहुत काम किया है and I completed half the book. I'm on 153, and I just want to say one thing. It's not a spoiler, it's just a hint or a little spoiler. It's that there's a new character. There's an entry of a new character in Atlas' life. That's it. And I love him. I love him even more now. And the book is like, I think it just hooked me after the new character came in. I'm like, hey, what's next? What's next? What's next? So yeah, so there's a new character, and I'm really excited to read more of it. So see you next.
मैं कभी मुझको सताए कर मुझको रुलाए कुछ बोलूंगा नहीं बातों बातों में कर बैठे मुलाकातें तू ही तो है जिसे ढूंढती है मेरी आंखें देखो कभी दाएं कभी बाएं कभी पीछे कभी मेरे आगे तेरी मेरी तेरी एक कहानी है
Hi, so this is the next morning. कल रात को मैं बुक पढ़ते पढ़ते सो गई. So now the point is I'm towards the end. I think I'm left with 60 or 70 pages. And trust me, मेरे दो चीज़ें चल रही है. पहली, that Atlas is a sweetheart. Like everything. I think जो पूरी रील, I think everything on the internet is like, hey, I want a husband, I want a boyfriend like Atlas. It's true. He's just perfect. He's 10 on 10 on everything. Second thing, has a lot of things to take decisions, and she is quite confused, and confused people generally take wrong decisions. So I'm hoping that she doesn't take anything wrong decision, any wrong decision. So yeah, I just can't wait to end the book. So I'll see you once I end the book.
बातें कुछ न कहीं कुछ बतानी है शाम सवेरे तुझे ढूंढा मैंने जाने किस किस गली तेरी मेरी तेरी बात पुरानी है तेरी मेरी तेरी एक कहानी है बातें कुछ न कहीं कुछ बतानी है शाम सवेरे तुझे ढूंढा मैंने जाने किस किस गली तेरी मेरी तेरी बात पुरानी है तेरी मेरी तेरी एक कहानी है बातें कुछ न कहीं कुछ बतानी है शाम सवेरे तुझे ढूंढा मैंने
So that was my last reaction. I had this very pretty smile on my face, and I think while I was reading the first book, It Ends With Us, I think my emotions were different. I was feeling bad for LiLy, I was feeling bad for Atlas, and I was somehow feeling bad for Ryle, even though he has done shits in that book. I mean, during that time. But when I was reading this, I mean, I told you that when there was this new character, I really don't want to give spoilers, but एक ये छोटी सी spoiler जो मैं दे रही हूँ, when he enters, I mean, I just love the vibe of the book. I love the vibe of the book. This one, it starts with us, and the end. I mean, the way the subtly this book has ended. That is my favorite part, and I really wanted it some or the other way. Wanted it to end that way because I think I've assumed that in middle of the chapters only. I think when the character has already begun to come in the life, I somehow knew what's gonna happen next. I just somehow imagined that this is gonna be the end of the story, and yet that was. So I'm glad about my assumptions. I don't actually assume sometimes in the mystery novels, but I didn't. I did this in the love story, and trust me, I loved it. I always loved Atlas. Atlas is love. I think the way Colleen Hoover has discussed the personality of Atlas, the way LiLy tells about Atlas is just like you want an Atlas in your life. And trust me, I want an Atlas in my life. He is just the best person. Like the friction boyfriend you ever aim for is Atlas, and I love him. I love him the most in this world. But I have this one problem with Riley, and in this book, I don't know if you have read it, with us. अगर आपने पढ़ा होगा तो ही आप स्टार्टस का वीडियो देख रहे होगे. Now Riley, I think there were two things which I wanted to talk about Riley. Is पहला ये that I somehow I've not seen any reviews of Start With Us, but somehow I got to see one video in which they said that Ryle's character is not true how it was shown in the first book. But that I think that is because the problems have been changed, the situations have been changed. Now he was the vulnerable one, and he has actually done shits in the book. Matlab, you'll just wanna kill him. But I think some or the other way, the way he has tried to understand. I mean, I didn't like the character, of course, for the good period of time. But if he starts to understand, but I can also feel because the vulnerability, which I think it's because वो अटलास का जो कॉन्साइंस है या जो उसके फीलिंग्स है वो मेरे अंदर आ गए while reading it. I'm like, हाँ, he deserves to be angry and he deserves to be in that situation. So that was it. I somehow hated the character of Ryle, but I ended it in a good note, so I'm happy note, and that's what I want. So that was my review for the book. I loved it, and I just love when a book brings smile to my face, and it did bring the last line. It's my favorite. It says, yeah, I would make a wish to be your fish, something like that. But I love it. So I love the book and I had a great time reading it. I hope you should also grab the book, but for that first you have to read its End With Us, and then it's gonna go, it starts with I love Kulinuva. That's it. And also I want to say this, that if you like these kind of videos and if you want me to do more reading vlogs and tell this through my experiences, the reviews of the book, do let me know in the comments, and also tell me. That's it, and bye bye. Till then, keep swimming.
मेरी मेरी तेरी एक कहानी है, बातें कुछ अनकही कुछ बतानी है।